Yo, today was probably the craziest day of All-Star Weekend. The Stranger Things foams dropped and they went from $1K on the resale market to $300. And then we have the Bin 6s tomorrow dropping, and also the Union Fragments are opening up a raffle nationwide. Hey man, it's Armand Surreal in the cut on the mic, and today we're gonna be talking a little bit over briefly what happened, like the drops that happened for All-Star Weekend. I was low-key a little confused because I'm not out in LA, so low-key I'm in the fog, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know exactly what's going on. All I know what's going on is what I see online and stuff. But the Stranger Things foams and a whole lot of other heat dropped today, like the Lake Show Jordan 4s, which will be dropping to the public, I think, next month. So yeah, I wouldn't even trip on those. Those are reselling, but I wonder what resale is on those. But the Stranger Things foam, speaking of resale prices, the Stranger Things foams, y'all, I made a video about a month ago talking about the All-Star drops, and this shoe was reselling for around $1,000. There was a sale for $1,500. Now they dropped today, I think, at a Foot Locker, and now they're going for around $300 to $350, so super low. That's pretty crazy too, y'all, that they dropped that much. But that's what happens when the hype is like outweighing the demand, like the supply. Obviously there was a good amount of supply and the hype was a little bit crazy, you know what I'm saying, about a month ago. That always happens with early releases. That's why I'd recommend like the Union Fragments. I wouldn't recommend buying them now. I think that's a shoe definitely that's going to be like $350 to $450 low key. Like honestly, like as much as I want to be like make it hyped up and be like, yo, it's gonna be like $600 shoe, $700 shoe, I don't think it's gonna hold. Right now it's at those prices, but I don't think it's gonna hold. But also the next shoe I want to talk about was the Jordan 6 Bins, which those retail is crazy on those. Let me pop up StockX and see like what those are hitting for right now. So the Jordan 6 Bins right now, they're reselling for a lot of money. The only place I know that dropped these was in Little Tokyo, which is in like LA, and they did a Shoe Palace raffle, so you had to enter up the raffle on Wednesday, so that already passed. So y'all, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you knew that if you're in that area of like Little Tokyo or whatever. But they did a raffle, and then pickup's gonna be tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, because they dropped tomorrow on the Sneakers app too, so everyone's gonna have a chance to go enter up for sneakers and get that L. But hey, you might as well take a shot at it. But I saw like some stock numbers on the Jordan 6 Bins. This is rumored, but it's usually pretty accurate, the thing I'd be going off. It looks like only around 1,300 pairs, so that's super low. Maybe I might have been tripping. I think it was like 100, like low key, like I'm not even like trolling. I think it was like 100 pairs, like so. Like 100 or like 1,300 pairs, and that's a wide range, but I think it was around 1,000 pairs. So that's super low, y'all, for this shoe, because this shoe right now is reselling for around $800 in most sizes. So that's pretty crazy that this shoe's going for that much. But the Bins, pretty much the Bins supposed to be like a higher quality version of Jordan, because retail is $350, y'all. Retail is $350, so that's really high for a Jordan retail. But they're supposed to be like Jordan's luxury line of shoes, like better quality leather and stuff. I've seen a lot of people complain, saying like they're not worth $350, but I'm just gonna have to get them in hand. Hopefully I hit the sneakers draw tomorrow, and if I get them in hand, then I'll definitely do a review on them. That would be dope. But also, speaking of Jordan 6s, the infrared Jordan 6s drop tomorrow too. So we got 2 Jordan 6s dropping tomorrow. One that's gonna be going for $800. Probably is gonna go up after the sneakers drop, I feel like, which is crazy. If the shoe like hits like $1,000, that'd be crazy. We'll have to see though. I believe they already dropped in no, people are gonna be picking up pairs tomorrow for whoever hit the Shoe Palace raffle, so they might go down a little bit. We'll see. I think it's gonna be like a $450 to $650 shoe, but we'll just have to see, y'all. Also, the infrared Jordan 6s, that's gonna be a brick, I feel like, which is crazy because that's a good shoe in my opinion, but they're just gonna be dropping everywhere, like all your malls and stuff. So hopefully if you want those, you enter up your raffle. But I think even if you don't enter up a raffle, I think you could definitely get, I think those will sit, but we'll just have to see. I think those are gonna sit though for sure. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the Union Fragment release. So they're gonna be dropping, I don't know the exact time, but I'm assuming like around 12 p.m. EST. But stay tuned, like follow the Union Instagram, like honestly, and just turn on the post notifications or whatever, or story notifications, and they'll probably post on their Union Instagram whenever it opens up. So yeah, also stay tuned to like Instagram, like if you follow like some sneaker pages, follow my Instagram, and I'll post on my story whenever it opens up probably. So yeah, also drop a like, drop a sub if you made this far in this video. So I think not all 3 colorways are gonna be dropping. The white and the black one, they're keeping kind of limited. They only dropped to like boutiques and stuff like that, so I think that one's going for a little bit of money right now, like a little bit more than the others, but I could be wrong. The blue one with the white upper, they just opened up a second chance raffle for LA locals today, and then tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, everyone's gonna be able to get them. So I know a lot of people are salty because really LA's just been getting treated on these, but they're gonna be open to everyone tomorrow. I think a lot of people are gonna hit. I think there's gonna be a lot of W's. I think there's gonna be a good amount of pairs, only the varsity reds, and then the blue ones with the white upper is gonna be dropping, not the white ones I heard. So that's just what I heard, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think Those are the only 2 dropping. So yeah, resale is still really high on those 2. They're going for around $700, like $600-700 right now on both sizes. So both shoes I meant. So pretty crazy. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna be going for any of these releases. Let me know in the comments if you're at All-Star Weekend. There's a bunch of other All-Star releases that dropped today, but I missed them low-key. I heard that was chaos like out there. Like a lot of resellers were obviously we're going for these obviously. But yeah, stay tuned for more fire videos, y'all. It's everything I talk about. God bless. Peace.